Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2O channel. And this is your match review as Chelsea have gone through to the FA Cup final for the third year in a row. Third year in a row, guys. Chelsea just beat Crystal Palace at Wembley 2-0 in the semi-final. It was a interesting game in terms of, let's just say the football wasn't great, but we got the job done. And I know in the final we will not play like the way we did. But before we get into all that good stuff, the lineup, the tactics, what Tuchel done, the players who scored, interesting performances today from players as well, all of that, shebang. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Follow my social media down below. Twitter and Instagram, it's down below, and go follow the socials up. And yeah, let's get into it. So basically, Tuchel revealed his lineup. We had a back three of Rudiger, Christensen, and Reece James. We had Mendy in goal, obviously. We had the wing backs of Azpilicueta and Alonso. We had then Kovacic and Jorginho in midfield, and then we had a front three of who do we have a front three of? Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, and Timo Werner. Now, the first half was very frustrating. The first half was very lethargic. It was poor. We weren't moving the ball quick enough, and we weren't creating anything except for Timo Werner. I wasn't seeing really any effort in terms of being ambitious on the ball, being brave on the ball, trying to do things, take players on, maybe put a cross in, maybe trying to link up, and all these, just things that you just have to try and do, whilst just playing a football match. And I just wasn't seeing that from the team. For example, when we're in possession and the ball gets given to Jorginho, right? I actually thought the first couple minutes he was doing all right, couple 1-2s with cover, moving the ball out wide. And then as the game went on, for the rest of that half, I'd say from like the 20th minute onwards, he was looking very bad, man. Like every time he got the ball, there was always Palace players pressing him, and he didn't know what to do with it. He panicked and lost the ball. Yeah, a couple times in that situation he won the foul, but at times he didn't, and he had to be bailed out by a Christensen, who I thought was very, very good today, in my opinion. So that was a bit annoying. Another thing that was annoying, Kovacic going off injured. He felt something on his ankle. It occurred from when he was making a dribble and he slipped, and his ankle just, had a problem, and he's gone off now injured. It's just so annoying that our best midfielder this season, not just our best midfielder, one of our best players, probably top three, I'd say, top five players of the season for Chelsea this season, sorry. And he's gone out injured again. Early in the season he was out for 3 weeks, and we clearly missed him. So hopefully this injury isn't too bad, ain't for too long. So yeah, hopefully that is the case. But yeah, like Ruben came on, it was sort of the same. He sort of needed time to get into the game because obviously, look, he had just come on. He didn't expect to come on so early. He didn't even warm up or anything like that because the game was just going the way I guess it was supposed to go. Nothing was happening in terms of both teams trying to go for it. It was sort of like a cagey game, So I don't think Ruben at any point expected to come on that early, of course, because it's like, what, 26 minutes into the game? I think that's when Kovacic went off. So yeah, that happened. The front three were looking lethargic, especially except for Timo Werner. Kai Havertz, for me, the whole game, I mean, a little bit better in the second half, but other than when he took on a player and tried to put it in and Ruben then scored, he did nothing in the game for me personally. He was very, very poor. Mason Mount was picking up good positions, but he couldn't find that pass forward. He had to go backwards a lot. One thing that was annoying today was we had to go backwards a lot. Like I said, I wasn't seeing the team being ambitious on the ball. We were looking slow, lethargic, passing sideways, backwards, The only players trying to do something is Rudiger's trying to hit some long balls in behind for maybe Timo to run onto. You got Timo, like I said, on the ball trying to do things. So overall, tactically as well, you got to give Crystal Palace credit, because I think one thing that we struggled in the first half was using our wing backs. The wing backs are very important in our system. And you just quite clearly saw that. One, I think the quality of our wing backs today wasn't up to the level. I mean, I don't like it when Alonso and Aspi are both on the same pitch playing wing backs, bro. One thing I'll criticize Tuchel today of is, why did he play Reece James right centre back and, Azpilicueta right wing back? Now, at the beginning, I was like, okay, it's because of Zaha. Zaha's the threat, clearly. But in the second half, Zaha moved over to the right-hand side, and Eze went on the left. And overall, in terms of just Crystal Palace's attackers, they tried their best, but they didn't really threaten our defence today. And I felt like that meant if you had swapped Reece and Aspilicueta, I don't think there would have been much trouble in that. I think Aspilicueta would have been fine dealing with a Zaha. I know Reece James has pocketed him before, but I would have just liked to see Reece James go a bit more forward. I thought the way they nullified our wing backs in general, they took Alonso out the game, in my opinion. That guy only put in like one cross and that's it, bro, because they nullified him. He couldn't do anything down that left-hand side. There was always two players on him. And Aspilicueta was trying to do that. You know the way Ruben played against Real Madrid, the position he was picking up, sort of driving into that 8 slash number 10 role down that right hand side. Aspie tried to do that. He tried to make runs in behind. He tried to pick up cute little positions on the pitch to make himself free, but nothing worked for Aspie either. And I thought putting him there was sort of the wrong decision by Tuchel. So yeah, first half very poor. Like I said, slow, lethargic. Nothing was happening. Weren't moving the ball quickly. Jorginho wasn't playing well. I thought the only players in that half that were trying their best and actually doing a shift and doing a job were Christensen for me, because I thought he bailed us out when he needed to. I felt like when Palace were ever through on a counter-attack, or whether we made a mistake in midfield, I feel like Christensen was always there to clean it up and keep it moving. Do you get what I'm saying? Second half, I think it got a whole lot better. It's clear that Ruben grew into the game and he started to play well that second half. It's clear that he came on so soon, so early, because he didn't expect to. Like I said, with the injury, it came out of nowhere in a way. And he just needed time to get into the game. Second half, he got into the game and played so well. Like, I think tactically, what Tuchel did that helped us a lot and made us also better going forward was he moved Ruben into, so Azpilicueta was still occupying sort of the same positions, but he wasn't infield. He wasn't in in those inside forward positions where you'd expect our attackers to be. That's where he was in the first half. In this half, Ruben was sort of deploying that advanced number 10 role on the right hand side, as Azpilicueta would just stretch the play and be proper wide. The same with Alonso down the other side. And I thought that was key because it made us overload their midfield. It made us sort of play 1-2s quicker. Our football was better as well. And I think Jorginho in that lone DM, he had a lot of space and he had a lot of time, which is what he needed. And I think a reason why he was so poor in the first half, at least in the last 20-25 minutes, was because they pressed him. They got onto him. But in the second half, he had so much time and space on the ball. That's when he started passing forward. And then you got the quick play, you got the 1-2s, you got the link up, the chemistry, was flowing through, in my opinion. Ruben was getting on the ball now. He was in between the lines, he was driving with it, he was trying to find passes to Mason, to Timo, to Kai as well. And it was clear that even though still the second half performance was okay, I'll say it was okay, because overall today I think we were shocking. And if we play like that against Liverpool, we'll get smoked. There's no point even turning up to Wembley. But I thought the second half was okay, considering the first half was absolutely awful. But I thought there was a little bit of an improvement in the second half. And tactically, I think the way Tuchel just, the way he used Ruben, and then he got Jorginho playing the lone DM role, even times to protect Jorginho and not have him exposed. He even put Reece James in midfield at times in that game, if you saw. So that was very interesting and very good from Tuchel, learning his lesson, seeing that it just wasn't working. And the players themselves sort of did step up. And, like I said, Jorginho stepped up. Ruben played a good game. Mason ended up playing a good game. Timo overall played a good game. And the wing backs got a little bit more space, especially Alonso. Not much Azpilicueta, because like I said, they were still nullifying his side in a way. So yeah, it was very good. And then when you look at the first goal, damn, I forgot how it happens. I think Ruben gives the ball to Kai Havertz, or Azpilicueta gives it to Kai Havertz, who runs in behind. He sort of takes his players on. He takes his player on, does a couple step overs, tries to put the ball in the box, deflects. Ruben, first time, through the laces, volley, half volley. Do you get what I'm saying? It deflects and it goes pretty much into the top corner. What a goal. So happy for that guy. And may I just say something about Ruben for a bit? Like, I'm so happy that he scored. That was his first goal of the season, and that was his first goal for Chelsea since 2019 in the Europa League semi-final against Frankfurt, if I'm not wrong. I think it was at Stamford Bridge. So, yeah, man, I'm actually so happy for him because he's gone through a lot. He's had loan spells that have been good. Some have been good, some have been terrible. The injuries as well. Just everything, And he said in his interview how he's here playing for Chelsea because of his mentality, and it's quite clear that he has this determination, this sort of fuel, up him, where he's like, yo, I want to play for Chelsea. I want to make it here at Chelsea. And I do hope he does, But obviously, a lot of people have doubts about his quality. Me personally, I've always liked Ruben. I always thought he could do more on the ball, of course, in terms of passing and stuff like that. But in terms of today, he done well, bro. He was getting out of situations. He was dribbling. He was taking his players on. He was trying to find passes in behind for players like Timo, for Kai as well. He was linking up the play. Defensively, very solid as well. You know, got stuck in when he needed to. So I'm so happy for Ruben, man. That guy has gone through a lot, man, since his last goal for Chelsea. You know, like I said, with the injuries, the loan spells, and sort of I would say overall this season, when he has played, I think he has done a decent job for being a squad player. I think when he's had to step in and sort of be a first team player and, you know, be in when Jorginho, Cover and Kante are out, not the best. But as a squad player, he's solid at the end of the day. And I'm so happy he scored that goal, you know, and hopefully he continues to have a consistent run, because we're going to need him. Like I said, we're going to need everyone in the squad, you know, for these last couple games of the season, even though we're at the Champions League. But yeah, good goal from Ruben. And yeah, we just continued. We played good. You know, we all played okay, like I said. And obviously the second goal as well. It all comes from Rudiger, you know, being aggressive, stepping out of his line at centre back, you know, and got stuck in a challenge. And then we got the ball. It was given out to Mason Mount gave it to Timo Werner, and then Mason just runs into that space, you know, sort of like a ghost. Nobody can see him making that run. No Palace player sees him making that run. Timo Werner slots it to him. He takes a really nice touch to take it away from the man, and he slots it into the bottom right-hand corner. And yeah, good finish from Mason, another player who I thought in the second half did a lot better. And yeah, guys, it was just a great win. Job done. We move on to the next, you know, the FA Cup finals on the 14th of May. Obviously, the women's did make the FA Cup final too. So on the 14th, Chelsea will play. And then on the 15th, the women's will also play in FA Cup finals. So yeah, it's been a good day for Chelsea fans in general. The women did their job against Arsenal. The men did their job against Crystal Palace. Overall, great day. The finals, Liverpool. Hopefully, if we lose the FA Cup final for the third time in a row, for the third season in a row against Liverpool. Liverpool as well. And the reason why I'm saying Liverpool is because we lost to them in the League Cup final. So to lose two finals in the same year in two different competitions at Wembley against the same opponent, nah. I will not be able to mentally take that. I am not prepared for that. I don't even want to think about that, bro. So, yeah, hopefully Chelsea put in a much better performance than today, when we do face Liverpool in the FA Cup final in May. And yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts down below on the game. That's it for your video. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Like I said, tell me your thoughts down below on the game, the lineup. Who was your man of the match? Obviously, they gave it to Timo Werner, and I think that was deservedly so. You'll see my player ratings come out later tonight as well. And yeah, been a good day for Chelsea fans. Hope your day was well. And if it was well, and if you are happy, do smash that like button as always, and subscribe to the channel. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the player ratings video later tonight. Yeah, come on, you Blues.